It's pretty close.
It's another day. Children come and play with chocolate button.
Chocolate
The
button.
sun is out today. I'll say hello today to chocolate button.
Chocolate button.
I'll teach you how to read and write. Not sure I can ride a bike. We'll go through all the letters and sounds, having lots of fun playing around. It's another day. Children come and play with chocolate button.
Chocolate button.
The sun is out today. I'll say hello today to chocolate button. Chocolate button.
2, 3. Chocolate button. Good morning, Mr. Magpie.
Good morning, I know I'm in the garden. Bye. I like that.
Hello and welcome to Storytime with Chocolate Button. Today's story is The Second Princess by Hiawin Oram and Tony Ross. And the publishers are Collins Picture Lions. Okay, so thank you very much to them for letting us read our lovely story today, even though we can't be together. So here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. The Second Princess. Oh, look. There she is, sitting on her throne, which is a very fancy chair, as we know. The Second Princess. Oh, look, she's got a number 2 on her crown. And she's got a number 1. My goodness. The Second Princess by Hiawin Oram and Tony Ross. Published by Picture Lions, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Thank you to them. Once there were 2 princesses, the first princess and the second princess. The first princess liked being first, but the second princess did not like being second. I can understand that. I don't like coming second very often. Look, they're having a lovely tea party. So she ran into the woods to find the grey wolf. Grey wolf, she said, you must come into the palace at the dead of night and gobble up my sister so that I can be first. Oh my goodness, wow. Look, the wolf's just having a packed lunch. Goodness gracious, said the grey wolf. What a wicked thought. I would never do a thing like that. Look, she doesn't look very happy. She looks very cross with the wolf. Do little mice. So the second princess went to find the brown bear. Brown bear, just like me. Yes, just like you, Chocolate Button. Brown bear, she said. You must come to the palace and marry my sister, so she's not at home and I can be first. Marry a princess, eh? Ooh. I'd like that. I bet you would, Chocolate Button. That'd be very fun, wouldn't it? Oh, must I indeed, said the brown bear. Well, let me tell you, I wouldn't marry your sister if she was the last person on earth. Besides, as you can see, I'm already happily married. There they are. Off they go. Look at all the little bears running around as well, having a lovely time. So the second princess stamped into the palace kitchens, her face as white as a sheet. Cook, cook, she said. Baked in a pie or gone in a puff of steam, I don't care. I want my sister out of the way so that I can be first. And that's an order. Oh, look. The cook is flipping pancakes and they're sticking to the ceiling. She's got lots of vegetables there. A big marrow and a pumpkin and some onions. A little mushroom on the floor there. Very well, said the greedy cook, but I shall want something in return. Like what? Said the second princess. Jewels, said the greedy cook. Your mother's jewels, all of them. Jewels, jewels, and more jewels. I'll try, said the second princess. Look, the cat's got a pancake on his head. She's got onion earrings, look. So, second princess crept into her mother's bedroom and did what she could, cramming and stuffing and pocketing glittering, gorgeous things. Uh-oh. She's not being very good, is she, the second princess? Lockets, tiaras and watches, necklaces, chokers and chains, bracelets, brooches and earrings, hat pins, buckles and rings. And though her heart was beating like a loud clock and her knees were trembling like trembly jelly, she grew so busy with it. She did not notice the maid come in to make the bed. The queen come in to find the maid. Uh-oh. Two ladies in waiting come in to find the queen. Two guards come in to find the ladies in waiting. Oh my goodness, there's loads of them in there. The Lord High Chamberlain come in to find the guards, and the king come in to find the Lord High Chamberlain. Oh my goodness, there are so many of them all in there too. In fact, only when the maid sobbed, the queen gasped, the ladies in waiting fainted, the guards shouted, "Who goes there?" and the king marched her off to the throne room did she realise she was caught, in the act, and red-handed. Well, said the king, when they were alone in the throne room, I am waiting, I am waiting, I am waiting. Look, the king's got a train set. That's so cool. And a remote-controlled car. Wow. But of course, the one thing in the world the second princess could never do was tell what she had been doing with the queen's jewels. All she could do was hang her head and try not to imagine what would happen if anyone ever found out. Oh my goodness, look, this is her imagining. These are thought bubbles because they're in round clouds. Oh, look, she might be put in the stocks and have rotten tomatoes thrown at her. She might be sent up to bed. She might be, I don't know what that is. She might be told off by that man. At last, the queen swept in with an idea. If you cannot tell us what we were doing with the jewels, she said, then we shall have to guess. Was it to polish them? The second princess shook her head. Was it to play kings and queens? Said the king. The second princess shook her head. Then was it to give them to someone? Said the queen, in return for something you wanted very, very much? Oh. And then, and only then, did the second princess put her hands over her eyes so she could only half be seen, and whisper so softly through her fingers that the king and queen had to come very close to hear. Oh my goodness. Is she going to tell the truth? Yes, came the soft whisper. So that I could be first. And to her great surprise, the sky did not fall in, and the world did not come to an end. Instead, the Queen sighed gratefully, and the King said, "Thank goodness we know. Now run along and help your mother put away her tiaras. And from now on, you will be first on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays." Which she was. And the first princess will be first on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Which she was. And on Sundays we'll all be first, said the King. And they were. Look at them having a paddle in the sea. That looks fun, doesn't it? How nice. So they're sharing. And though the first princess took a while getting used to not being first all of the time, and the second princess took a while getting used to being first some of the time, and Sundays were always a bit of a bun fight, they all lived happily afterwards. Except for the cook, who stormed off in a huff because all she wanted was jewels, jewels and more jewels, and because she never knew which day of the week it was anyway. Oh dear, there's the cook, off she goes. Uh-oh, look who's watching her as she goes. Eek. The end. My goodness me. So it pays off, doesn't it, telling the truth, even when you've done something a bit naughty or you've made some mistakes. It's always good just to tell the truth about what's going on inside your head and how you're feeling and what you've done, and then hopefully the grown-ups will be able to help you. But they can't help you if you don't tell the truth because they won't know what's wrong. That's a very interesting story. Very, very good. Wow. So for your reading journal activity for this book, perhaps you could write down a list of all the things that you would really, really want most in the world. Just like the second princess most wanted to be first in all the world, you could write down the things that you most want in all the world. What's the things that are making you sad because you want them so much? And maybe think about why you want them. So you could use the word because in your sentence. You could say, I really want to put on my wellies and go splashing in puddles because I haven't done it for ages. Okay? Right, okay. Thank you for listening to our story today, and I shall look forward to seeing you next time for another story with Chocolate Button. Okay, bye!